200 millimetres of rain could hammer parts of Queensland and northern New South Wales in just 24 hours this weekend. That is not a typo. That is 200 millimetres in a single day. And if you are living anywhere from Brisbane down to the Northern Rivers, you need to hear what is coming before it arrives. But here is the thing most people will miss. The real danger is not the rain itself. It is the timing. And I'm going to break that down city by city, region by region, hour by hour right now. Before we dive in, let me make you a promise. Stay with me until the 5-minute mark and you will know exactly when the heaviest rain hits your area, when temperatures flip from scorching to cool, and which cities cop the worst of it this week. Plus, at around the 3-minute 20 mark, I am going to reveal the one weather system sitting quietly in the Coral Sea that could change everything for Queensland next week. Most forecasters are not even talking about it yet. Do not skip ahead. The context matters. So let us start with the system that is already on our doorstep right now. Ex-Tropical Cyclone Mitchell is grinding through southern Western Australia as we speak. Now, the good news is the cyclone structure is falling apart. The winds are weakening. We are not looking at widespread wind damage anymore. But do not let that fool you into thinking Mitchell is finished. Because what Mitchell has lost in wind, it has gained in rain. A massive line of convergence is stretching out from that dying system, and it is producing rainfall totals between 60 and 80 millimetres across parts of southern Western Australia and into South Australia. And here is the twist that catches people off guard every single time. If a severe thunderstorm fires up within that convergence line, those totals could double or even triple in isolated spots. We are talking potential 150 to 200 millimetres in pockets. One thunderstorm cell sitting over your town for 30 minutes can deliver what normally takes a month. Let me walk you through the timing for Western Australia step by step. Tuesday night into Wednesday, the remnants of Mitchell continue dumping rain across southern Western Australia. By Wednesday afternoon, the low pressure system stretches out into South Australia and starts to weaken further. By Thursday, Mitchell is essentially gone as a coherent system, but the moisture it dragged south keeps fueling showers and thunderstorms right across Central Australia. The system dies, but the rain lives on. That is the pattern we see time and time again with these ex-tropical cyclones. Now, if you are in Perth, here is your specific window. The worst of it passes through Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. Expect heavy showers, possible thunderstorms and gusty winds that could still reach gale force in exposed coastal areas. We are talking gusts strong enough to bring down loose branches and rattle outdoor furniture. By Wednesday afternoon, conditions start to ease noticeably. By Thursday, you are looking at clearing skies and much calmer winds. So Perth, your rough patch is roughly the next 18 to 24 hours from now. For Bunbury, Mandurah and communities along the southwest coast, you are right in the firing line of that convergence zone. Expect your heaviest falls Tuesday night through Wednesday morning as well, but the moisture lingers a little longer for you compared to Perth. Keep an eye on local creek levels and low-lying roads. For Adelaide and South Australia, here is your timeline. Wednesday is when that leftover moisture from Mitchell arrives on your doorstep. You will see increasing cloud through the morning, showers developing by the afternoon, and a few thunderstorms possible into Wednesday evening. The heaviest falls are likely between Wednesday afternoon and Thursday morning. After that, the system moves east and conditions dry out for you. But that window, roughly 18 hours from Wednesday midday to Thursday morning, that is when Adelaide and surrounding regions need to pay attention. Keep the umbrella handy, maybe keep the washing off the line. Now, I told you there was a twist coming at around the 3-minute 20 mark, and here it is. While everyone is focused on Mitchell falling apart in the west, there is something far more important building quietly in the east. A large, lazy, low-pressure zone is sitting over the Coral Sea just off the Queensland coast. It is not a tropical cyclone. It is not even close to being one yet, but it does not need to be a cyclone to cause serious problems. And here is why. When that low pressure interacts with a powerful high-pressure system building south of Tasmania, you get what meteorologists call a squash zone. Imagine two giant hands pressing together with all that tropical moisture caught in between. The air has nowhere to go but up, and when it goes up, it dumps rain, lots of rain. That squash zone is what drives those potentially extreme rainfall totals I mentioned at the start, 200 millimetres in 24 hours. That is the scenario we are tracking for this weekend. And the question everyone should be asking is not if it rains, but exactly where the heaviest band sets up. But do not panic. Knowledge is power. Let me break down exactly what this means for each major region day by day. Wednesday. For Sydney and New South Wales, temperatures surge. The heat pushes down from central Australia, spreading across a large part of the state, and Sydney could see temperatures well above average. Western Sydney, you will feel it even more than the coast. A few isolated showers and thunderstorms are possible, but large areas remain bone dry. If you get a downpour, consider yourself lucky or unlucky, depending on whether your garden needs it. The Australian Capital Territory gets brushed by the heat as well. Canberra, expect warm to hot conditions with the chance of an afternoon storm, but do not count on it for meaningful rain. Melbourne and Victoria, Wednesday is warm, but change is on the way. A polar boundary is approaching from the south. That cold front reaches Tasmania by Wednesday afternoon and crosses the island Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Melbourne, you will start feeling the change Thursday morning with a southerly wind shift. Temperatures drop noticeably. If you are planning outdoor activities for Thursday, layer up. The contrast between Wednesday's warmth and Thursday's chill will be significant. Hobart and Tasmania, here is your specific timing down to the half day. The polar boundary hits you Wednesday afternoon. Expect a sharp temperature drop Wednesday evening. The wind swings to the south and it bites. By Thursday morning, the cold change is well established across the entire island. By Thursday lunchtime, the front clears east of Tasmania and conditions begin to settle. Short, sharp and cold. That is your pattern. Launceston, you will feel the change a few hours after Hobart as the front pushes through from the southwest. Thursday, the cool change spreads north from Tasmania into the mainland. Victoria feels it first thing in the morning. Southern New South Wales gets the cooler air by the afternoon. But here is what is really interesting, and this is the setup most people overlook. While the south cools down, the tropical moisture from central Australia starts shifting eastward. Thunderstorms fire up through the interior. That massive band of cloud and rain drifts toward Queensland like a slow-moving freight train. This is the setup for what comes next. And trust me, do not skip ahead. The details matter. Brisbane and southeast Queensland pay close attention to this part. Thursday is your last relatively quiet day. Showers and thunderstorms increase through the interior, but the coast stays mostly dry. Enjoy it. Go for that walk. Get your errands done, because Friday changes the game entirely. Now, here is the part I promised you at the beginning, the section you absolutely cannot miss. Friday is when the pattern shifts dramatically for Queensland and northern New South Wales. Those tropical downpours that have been sitting over central Australia all week finally push east in force. By Friday, widespread showers cover a large part of Queensland from the Gulf country right across to the coast. The northeast corner of New South Wales starts getting wet too. At the same time, that high pressure system near Tasmania balloons out into the Tasman Sea, sending a more refreshing southeasterly breeze up the coast. Brisbane and the Sunshine Coast, you might notice temperatures ease slightly. But do not confuse cooler air with dry air. The moisture is pouring in from the north and it is significant. That cooler breeze just means the rain feels a little more comfortable on your skin. Coastal areas and regions around the Great Dividing Range in New South Wales start seeing persistent showers on Friday. The Northern Territory and Western Australia also continue to see widespread showers and thunderstorms through their tropical regions. Tasmania picks up a few west coast showers, but nothing major. Your drama is already done by this point. Saturday. This is the day I need everyone in southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales to take seriously. Not fearfully. Seriously, the large lazy low over Queensland and the powerful high near Tasmania create that squash zone I described earlier. Northeasterly winds become brisk and gusty in exposed areas along the New South Wales coast. And right on the border of New South Wales and Queensland, the rainfall models are showing potentially extreme totals. From noon Friday to early afternoon Saturday, a 24-hour window, some areas could receive up to 200 millimetres. Other spots nearby could see 150 millimetres. To put that in perspective, that is roughly what some of these areas normally receive in an entire month, falling in a single day. Now, here is the uncertainty, and I want to be completely transparent with you because you deserve honesty, not hype. The exact position of that high-pressure system near Tasmania determines where the heaviest rain falls. If the high weakens slightly or shrinks, the rain band could drop further south into New South Wales, potentially affecting areas like Coffs Harbour and the mid-north coast. If the high strengthens, the rain could intensify further north or push back deeper into Queensland. We are still a few days away from locking in the precise details, which is exactly why you need to keep checking back with these forecasts daily. For the Gold Coast, expect heavy rain developing Friday evening and intensifying through Saturday. The heaviest period is likely Saturday morning through Saturday afternoon. Check your gutters and drains before Friday. For Byron Bay and the Northern Rivers, the rain arrives Friday afternoon and builds through the night. Saturday morning could be the peak of the event. Totals in this region are among the highest projected anywhere in the country this week. If you live in a flood-prone area, now is the time to review your plan, not Saturday morning. For Brisbane, showers increase Friday with heavier falls Friday night into Saturday. The heaviest rain stays just to the south of the city based on current models, but outer southern suburbs and Logan could see significant totals. Inner city Brisbane, you will still get wet, but the worst should pass to your south. For Toowoomba and the Darling Downs, thunderstorms increase Friday afternoon. Heavy rain is possible Friday night as that moisture pushes across the ranges. Conditions ease Saturday afternoon as the system moves further east toward the coast. For Lismore and surrounds, given the history of flooding in this region, this is one to watch very carefully. Rainfall totals between 100 and 200 millimetres are possible. Stay across the latest warnings as we get closer to the weekend, Sunday. The heavy rain persists along the northeast corner of New South Wales and the eastern side of southern Queensland. The Northern Rivers and the Gold Coast hinterland remain in the firing line for another day of showers, though the intensity should ease compared to Saturday. Inland areas continue to see showers and thunderstorms. That large lazy low still connects with other low pressure zones across the entire northern half of Australia. The pattern is unmistakable. Wet in the north, wet in the east, dry in the south, dry in the west. Tasmania picks up northeasterly winds on Sunday with a few isolated showers possible in the northeast, and the same pattern may extend into Monday. Nothing to worry about, just keep an umbrella in the car. Now remember that coral sea low I told you to watch earlier? Here is the critical update. As we head into next week, that system remains a genuine wildcard. It does not need to become a named tropical cyclone to generate serious weather. We have seen it before. When that lazy low pressure interacts with high pressure to the south, it squeezes moisture into concentrated heavy rain bands. We will be monitoring this closely in the coming days because it could extend the wet weather window for Queensland and New South Wales well beyond this weekend and into the following week. So let me give you the quick city-by-city summary to lock in. Perth. Worst weather Tuesday night through Wednesday morning, easing Wednesday afternoon, clearing Thursday. Adelaide. Rain arrives Wednesday afternoon. Heaviest falls Wednesday night to Thursday morning, clearing Thursday afternoon. Melbourne. Warm Wednesday. Cool change Thursday morning. Showers possible Thursday. Drying out Friday. Hobart. Cold front Wednesday afternoon. Sharp temperature drop Wednesday night, clearing Thursday by lunchtime. Canberra. Hot Wednesday. Cooling Thursday afternoon. A few showers possible Thursday and Friday. Sydney. Warm to hot Wednesday and Thursday. Showers increasing Friday, especially coastal areas and ranges. Easing over the weekend for most of the metro area. Brisbane, building showers Thursday and Friday, heavier rain Friday night into Saturday, easing Sunday but staying unsettled. Gold Coast, heavy rain Friday evening through Saturday afternoon. Stay alert for potential flash flooding in low-lying areas, Northern Rivers and Byron Bay region. Heavy rain Friday afternoon through Saturday, highest totals in the country this week. Monitor warnings closely, Townsville and North Queensland. Showers and thunderstorms throughout the week. Tropical moisture keeps things humid and unsettled. Standard wet season pattern, but keep an eye on that coral sea low. Darwin. Typical wet season showers and thunderstorms. Nothing unusual on the radar for you this week. Now here is what I need from you. Drop a comment right now telling me where you are located, your city, your town, your region. I read every single comment and I use them to tailor these forecasts to the areas you care about most. The more specific you are, the better I can help. If you are in a region I did not cover in enough detail today, tell me. I will make sure your area gets the spotlight in the next update. And speaking of the next update, tomorrow is Wednesday, and that forecast is going to be absolutely critical. We will have updated rainfall models for the weekend, and I will be able to tell you with much more precision exactly where those 200 millimetre totals are going to land. Will it be the Gold Coast, the Northern Rivers, Or will it shift further into Queensland? Tomorrow we will know more. We are also going to take a much closer look at that Coral Sea low and whether it shows any signs of organising into something more significant. That could change the entire outlook for the second half of February. That is all coming tomorrow. Make sure you are here for it and stay safe out there, Australia. The next few days are going to be very